Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 9 of my AC Milan Football Manager 2015 Let's Play. Today we have a home game against Sampdoria, and actually only going to have the one game in this episode because there's a big break. Look at that, we have the game today, 13th of December, and our next game in the league is 6th of January. Of course, that will be the next year. That's how it is in Italy. I did a bit of research on that, and I think I remember back doing a career mode in FIFA in Italy, and there was a bit of a break during that time. So yeah, I do remember that now. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing match fitness-wise. There may be some international games, but yeah, for players that don't play international games, yeah, do you think it would be wise to arrange friendlies around that time? I don't know. Or is it just, a good time to have a break? I've never seen that in another league before. So, yeah, that's interesting. But hopefully, we can push on with a win. But this save, I think I mentioned in previous episode or something, but it's really coming along now. With how we're pushing on in the season, getting a new contract, selling a couple guys to get some money in. We've got up to 20 million now. Obviously, we have to look to use that wisely in January. And, hopefully we can get the job done in terms of finishing third. First and second look to be Fiorentina's or Juve's right now. They're just running away with it. So we've still got some injuries like Suso, Honda. How long is Honda's injury? 6 to 2 weeks. So he'll be back just before January, and he's a guy I might be looking to sell as well. So just revamping the squad. That's what we'll be looking to do. Nigel de Jong missing, really important player for us. We can't have a missing game, so I'm not sure if we'll keep him as well, but he's too good, like I was talking about. He's too good not to keep, really. Ignacio Abate, not sure whether to play him or not in this kind of game. De Chilio, there's no point resting players because we don't have a game for such a long time. But I think I'm going to go with Mexes. He just had a solid season all around the park. And even Becchetti, if you play him more, but the games I have played him, he hasn't been amazing. So I have given him chances already. So is this the team? Anyone else on the bench? I'm just saying, nah, this is a solid side, I reckon. SEN has to come in over Montari, I feel, in that position. And then Montalivo, the captain. So let's go in. May was thinking Alessio Churchy, but Menez has scored a decent amount of goals, but Churchy scored some nice ones. So it's a bit of an interesting fact, But that's because, Menez has been coming off the bench. I think a lot of his goals have came in that situation. So we're still utilising him off the bench. But we'd love to get a win here. We'll set up an important game against Inter to fight for that third position. Obviously, Napoli is going to fight for that. Even Lazio. But you look, Roma, they're a bit out of the radar, aren't they? But they're a good team. They may still come back. They could win consecutive games. They started the season really well, didn't they? So we'll go in here. We shall say aggressively and say a team such as ours should be winning this match without any problem at all. And decent reactions there. And we'll go assertively at the same time. I'll go with this one. Expect a performance. We'll go with those. I want you to control the midfield and strikers, but basically just Destro. I want you to go out there and grab us some goals. That's your job. That's your job. And if you want to sign for us, if you see a future, step up and we'll sign you without a doubt. I just need a bit more evidence from him, And then, he could be a player for us going forward. He started well this season, but I felt he was dropping off a little bit. Maybe since we got the money to sign him and the pressure's been there. And maybe he was just content that, he's going to sign me for sure. No, Mattia, no, it's not going to be that simple. You're going to have to step up for, help us, reach Champions League. And then I will at the end of the season, if anything. Or in January. Because, I want to make the signings there. And we've got to see if we have the available money. Not, make sure if we don't spend it all or something like that. We've got to see, Adair, look at this guy coming through. Look at this. Oh my God, how didn't they score? We defended that once again. You know the situation. We've conceded a lot of chances, but we defend them well a lot of the time. We get bodies in the way, we make the interception, and I'm happy about that. Now, Bonaventura, he's actually impressed me. Hasn't done amazing, but he's done better than I thought he would. I'll say that most definitely. Montalivo. Come on, you got to do better there. Mexes, come on, what's that? Okay, Eto. You got to be careful of him. Now here's Aqua, plays it through. Again, we're lucky. They've had a couple good chances. They got 2 clear-cut chances in this game, so we'll just go team talk-wise. I'll say calmly. Just say concentrate. But I got to think about, like, saying calmly on the touchline. Can the players hear you if you're just saying in a calm tone? I'm not really sure. But come on, let's take it now. Churchy whips one in. Destro, that is it? No, it's Mexes! They were right next to each other, so I wasn't sure. So what a selection that is. I put him in the team late. And look, yeah, they were really close. You could probably tell that was Mexes going for it, but nice goal. But I don't want him to do too well, because then I'll want to sign him up, but he wants a lot of wages. And then the sign-on fees and all of that, like $1 million or something. So that's a hard one. And even I have to offer for De Jong as well, yeah, with the sign-on fees. Okay, come on, Montalivo! It's going to find its way into the back of the net! It does! First goal of the season, and I told you in the previous episode, he feels like a new signing, because we haven't used him until now, and he comes in obviously as the captain of the club, so that's a huge impact, maybe a bit lucky there, but nonetheless, that's going to be a big boost to the club's confidence, and not just his confidence, but yeah, the captain of the club scoring a goal, and just spraying passes like this, could be back to his best. Churchy is tackled, but here we go, Stefan El-Shaarawy! Oh my god, what a performance. We've definitely stepped it up. Maybe after I did that, touchline team talk, we've turned it on. We've turned on the style, and maybe a third before half-time to kill this game off. But Samuel Eto'o may have other ideas. He goes back to Aqua, back to Duncan. And now, Correa! Oh, that was a tame shot. Easy for Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez has been really, really good this season. I love goalkeepers. Like, he doesn't look amazing, but like not like a world-class goalkeeper, but he's made so many saves, been reliable this season. It's all you can ask for, really. That's what you get with experience for keepers as well. El-Shaarawy, oh, look at this. And he finds Destro. That's what I mean, Destro. You got to be putting those home. And you may think, yeah, it's because there's pressure, but that's the thing. I don't want strikers that falter under the pressure. And come on, he's falling off the radar for me, honestly. He really is. So we're going to say assertively, don't get complacent, because you don't want to be losing it from here. It's definitely Destro. Come on, turn it around. He's got good finishing. He's got solid attributes for a striker, doesn't he? And maybe a tiny bit of potential to grow into. See that 3.5 ability and potential of 4. So he can grow a bit more, but 23, you wouldn't expect drastic change. He's actually got a lot of assists this season. That's what I like from him. At the very least, he can provide that as well. So that may be something to take into account. If he's not scoring, he's still assisting for other players, which you may not get from other strikers. And talking on strikers, there'll probably be a situation as we go into January as well. I'll try and talk about in terms of recalling players and, trying to sell them. We'll see if that happens. El-Shaarawy, come on! Almost. Bonaventura. Come on! Let's kill this game off. 2-0 is a very tricky scoreline, because if they score, then you'll be in a dangerous position. But Montalivo, don't want to risk him getting injured again. Marco Van Hinkel can come on. That's a nice role for him, I think. He can actually play a lot of positions, which I like. He could play that centre mid, which is natural there, but then he could play centre attacking or the inside forward roles on both sides. He can play on the wings, so that's really good. Isn't it interesting how it says inside forward there on the left side, but then it removes there on the right side? I guess because, he's right-footed. That will suit him more on the left. But anyway, I just want to check on Montalivo. Is he injury prone? He is fairly susceptible to injury, so that could be a problem. I'm not someone who's going to sell my captain. That's not something on the radar. But he doesn't have amazing captain-like attributes. He's got 14 for leadership and determination, probably the most 2 important. And it's not like he's been at AC Milan for ages, so that they don't have a true, really captain. For me, Montalivo, he's not an amazing captain. I'm not sure what you think, but at least ratings-wise in the game for the important attributes. Someone like Mexes, he's actually the captain here. But because taking him off, he's got better attributes, like leadership and determination. So, that's what I just think anyway. I'm just thinking, what other subs? Do we need to make any other changes? Destro, like, I want to give him a chance, but he's not performing. I'm going to bring on Dejan Drazic, and Destro's going to come off, and we'll bring Al-Sharawi in that position. That should be more suitable. Van Hinkel, I have faith in you. I really want to give this Drazic guy a go. I'll say no pressure. He seems relaxed. Definitely going forward, we can have like attacking, like in the attacking third, guys like Al-Sharawi, Mastor when he gets better, just all those guys. And other young players coming through. Oh, Mexes! Come on! He scores his second goal of the season and second goal of today. Come on! Maybe I could keep him for a captain-like player. Who knows? Like you don't want to base your defenders off goals, but sure they help to win games. They definitely do. But you want to judge him off his defensive ability. That's what you have your defenders for. I suppose if they score goals, it's a bonus. But yeah, Mexes has always been like a goal-scoring defender. Didn't he score that like goal like similar to Ibrahimovic a couple years ago? A couple seasons ago? Like a scissor goal or something like that? Oh no, they score. I reckon we'll just change things up, just to freshen things up as well, to make sure we hold on to this. We've got one more change to make. Bonaventura has killed it! He's dominating. Got to give credit to you guys. All you guys that said Bonaventura is good, especially through the middle, not just to play him in general, but play him through the middle. He's killed it. And I think there was a couple of people saying, like, I play him out of position, but he does amazing there. Like, I'm playing him in a role where his attributes suit, I suppose, and I'm actually training him. Look, I'm training him there now as well, so he's not a guy that's going to improve, but by the looks of things, he doesn't need to. He's killing it right now with his current attributes, which is, you got to be honest, is still really surprising, looking at that. So, Mikael Essien will come off. We'll just bring on Sully Montari. I like Montari. He's okay. If he wasn't as prone to give away cards and that, I probably do want to keep him, but I may consider selling him as well. There's just a whole rejig going on. But I don't want to change too much because we are getting decent results. We could fight for that third position with the team we have right now, and we have money to maybe even make a big signing. If we don't sign Destro, we can spend the bulk of that 20 million on another amazing striker, maybe someone who's a bit more clinical than Destro. I thought, Destro was one of the most clinical early in this save, but as it's gone on, he's shown he's not really as good as I thought, I feel. And Al-Sharawi, don't forget, can play there. So now it's Churchy. He falls. That's what I don't need. A goal by them here would be dangerous. Oh my god, no way. It's Marchioni. It's Marchioni. Ooh, come on, lads. What are you doing? Don't let them have chances. What? Now, I'm happy. I'm happy how we've played this game today. I just want to say, I think sometimes Team Talk will say passionately and just say tighten up at defense. And that's playing the same. So that will just be... I'm not sure if that helps you be better defensively. It should, really. But it's not like you're actually playing more defensively. You're just asking your players to mark tighter. So... that should be right. Van Hinkel plays it out wide to Dejan Drazic. I want him to do something special, really. And now Van Hinkel. Oh, he finds Churchy. Come on. I still, even like, this is a game where we're going to win, but I still feel we could have scored more goals, you know. Maybe Mexes could be on for a hat-trick. Oh, my God. And I'm not sure if that's another concern as well. 2 of the goals in this game have come from a centre-back. Come on, Drazic. Falling Elsha! Come on! That's the 4th of the game and his 10th of the season. And don't forget, there's so many situations, isn't there? Like us fighting for that 3rd position to get to Champions League, and new signings hopefully we'll make, and players going out. Well, the players going out first. To hopefully facilitate those coming in. I can find a big transfer, hopefully. And, Al-Sharawi, he wants to leave if we're not playing Champions League football. So, you know how we talked to him. So, we'll try to qualify. And he said he'll try and help us with that. But if we don't, he'll want to leave. So, that's another big thing going on. But I feel, the way we play, I know it's maybe Sampdoria, not the best team in the league. But now, we leapfrog Inter. Of course, they still have the game to play. But that puts the pressure on them to actually get that result. And I remember back, someone said in the comment they want to see youth players, so I will do that. I feel that's something really, really important, because you guys want to know, how the future of this club is going to be panning out. who's going to be guys playing. And it looks like we have a few guys with decent potential, so it looks pretty exciting here. First up, well, you know the guys we signed. Diamores, we signed at the start of the season, but obviously sent him back on loan to his team, Liverpool in Uruguay, not Liverpool in England. And he's had a very, very good season. Of course, it's not a high level, but he's getting a good rating because he's obviously making saves. So that's really, really good. It's good to see. Christian Tamas, I showed him in a video, didn't I, a few episodes back. Could be a future left back for us, left-footed only, so probably wouldn't play him on the right side. Also, Niang, he's a guy with high potential. He's been known for I actually signed him before he joined AC Milan. I think it was like FM12, something like that, before I made YouTube videos. Yeah, I remember him was a good potential player and looks to have still some decent potential in the game, and he's a striker as well. So hopefully, he can kick on in his loan spell at Genoa. So still, playing first division football in Italy. Very good. So hopefully he kicks on and plays a bit more and starts scoring. Nadal Chiru, another guy we have signed, centre-back. He's a bit on the slower side, but all his other attributes look really good. Maybe his natural fitness makes up for being more of a slower play, but he is strong. And don't forget, he's only 18. He's going to develop in all those attributes with that potential especially. You've got Davide Di Molfetta. Again, I think I showed him in a previous episode. He's a bit up and down right now, but he's got decent potential. Potential to be a star left winger in the future. I mentioned he was at like AC Milan since he was 10 or something like that. So he's kind of like a homegrown kind of hero you want to see develop into that kind of player. Leave your thoughts on him, how good he is in real life. I don't really know too much about him. But yeah, looking at that, he's been at AC Milan since since he was 10 or 11. He's a kind of guy you want to give a chance to, and I may do at some point. But I think he may go out for a loan spell at some point, and do you think he should do that? When should I do that for him? And also Gabriel, he's been at AC Milan for a while now, hasn't he, as well? A couple seasons and just out on loan, and apparently again he's got decent potential to be a star. So we've got guys coming through. He's very good physically, and we just got to see how he develops. We've got two young goalkeepers coming through, Diamores and Gabriel. That's really, really good. Jerson Vergara, I remember him on that FM13 save I did on a transfer update. And did he join AC Milan? I think he did. I'm not sure. I signed him. I think he joined then. With the transfer update. But either way, he's looks like okay potential to be a star, but it's only 3-star minimum. And then the 4 for the maximum. For those of you that don't know, the black star is maximum, and the other one is minimum. For those that don't know. Also, there's Giovanni Crociata. I'm not sure, that's probably wrong how you say his name, so probably leave your feedback how to say his name in the comments. I'd appreciate that, because I think he can have the future at the club. Most definitely, he looks like a likely type for mine. A good passer and good tackler, long shots, all of that. If he develops, I'd love to use him. He looks like a really good player. Doesn't have too many negatives apart from being a selfish player. He's got a lot of positives. He's consistent and relishes big matches, which you find rarely in youngsters. Usually in youngsters, they don't enjoy big matches and they're inconsistent. So it's really good that he has that. He may not get to be the best rated player, but he'll be consistent and he'll perform in the big games. But consistent, performing every single game is what I will look for. And sorry, I almost dropped my microphone there. We'll fix that up. Sorry if I made a little bit of a noise, but Giovanni, I'll just call him Giovanni until you tell me how to say his name properly. But he looks like a good type for me. Seems to have all right potential as well. Anyone else? We've got Pinocchio, or I've no idea how to say his name, honestly. I just said Pinocchio for a joke. Obviously, that's not how you say his name. But again, another one, decent potential, another central midfielder with some decent attributes, like good passing technique, vision 15, so he'll be a creative type. Decent determination as well, so potential to be a star. We've got quite a few potential to be a stars. Whoa, okay. Pretty good. Fernando Torres, like I said, he's a guy we may look to recall. We can't do it yet. We have to wait till January. He's still worth a decent amount. He was actually worth about 10 million not too long ago, like a week or so in game. So that's why he's dropping dramatically, because he's 30. So I want to kind of recall him and then sell him, and maybe for 5 million, 6 million at least. So hopefully that could be a situation. Davide Calabria, again, a guy with pretty average potential. Not too bad, actually. Leading potential. Not sure how good he'll be. But I think that's all, the major players. The rest are not good. There's Simone Verdi, who's a bit older. They're 22. But again, he's not going to increase so much more. Yeah, just good potential. So he's a guy we'd probably let go. Ricardo Sampanara as well. Those couple guys probably won't develop to be good enough. So we'll probably try and sell them on. And yeah, guys like Nocerino coming back. Robinho as well. Those kind of guys I can recall to sell on for a profit. So now we'll move on to the under-18s. There probably isn't as much. But we've got Gianfilippo Falicoli. And again, I'm not sure on his name, the last name to be specific. But again, he's a center attacking midfielder with good potential. Potential to be a star in the league. But obviously we have Hashim Mastor coming through. He could fight to play in his position, but again, could play out wide as well. How long has he been at AC? Yeah, just a couple seasons. Not like that guy since he was 10, maybe since he was 15 for him. Unless it's not in the game like that. And then there's Andreas Lamas. Again, not sure if that's how you say his name. But he seems to have decent potential. Yeah, potential to be leading. And yeah, all these other guys. This guy seems to, I'm not, again, Chestegali? Not really sure. But again, it's a left back with star potential. So, some good lads in here. And we got Locatelli. He doesn't have a face pack, but he's still, again, another guy with leading potential. So, we've got a whole host of players. The only thing I feel we're lacking is a really good young striker. Maybe that's something I'm going to have to sign just personally. We don't seem to have one of those, actually coming through. If you look at that again. Niang. There's so many, I can't even, but I mean younger than that, like starts at 16 or 17, like in the U squad. That's what I mean here. We don't have like an amazing striker coming through. This guy is the best. Cosimo La Ferreira. Yeah, 16. Obviously, yeah, he's got some decent attributes, but not like a star. We don't have like a crazy young striker, But then saying that, we do have Niang, who's 19 with high potential. So we'll bring him through at the same time. But like an Italian guy brought through the ranks is probably something I'll look for. Maybe just in our youth intake, we'll hope for that. And see, look at that, 24 days till our next game. But we're going to look for some transfer negotiations. Also, there's something that has actually concerned me. Abate wants to leave to join Roma. And like his contract's running out at the end of the season. So I feel like we need to sell him or we're not going to get anything for him, yeah? And we've already got De Chilio, who's bang, right back. That's his position. He can play there. And we've got left backs for this season at least. We've got Armero on loan. But, yeah, like I said, Abate, if he just stays that way, wanting to join Roma, and we can't offer him a contract, yeah, he's going to go on a free, most likely. So we're going to offer him to clubs right now. We'll offer double his value, and we'll see if offers come in. There's Roma and Lazio injured, so... Well, not injured, interested. Crazy. I'm just, look at all these teams. Or, players that have some interest. We'll just sort by positions. Anyone else that we could potentially sell? Zapata. I'm just going to remove him because I'll just move down the 20 squad. Players that are leaving will do that so they can get out of my radar. And, we can think about Al-Sharab. No, he's not an option. We'll put, I don't want to put asking price like 100 million. I'll just put unspecified. But if you put it really high, it may, scare off other teams. But I wouldn't even accept it if it was 100 million because he's one of the key players for this series. It will just take away that, And I'll even just put him as a key player. Like, if teams do make offers, they'll have to make really, really huge. But like I said, I wouldn't want to be listening to it realistically. Nigel de Jong, I don't want to sell him, but there's interest from teams. It's hard. Yeah, there's interest from teams because he's running out his contract. Do we offer him a contract? Do we not? We click on offer right now. He's playing at a really high level, so he wants big money. But saying that, he deserves it. Look at those over 8 rating. You don't usually get those for centre midfielders when they don't get assists or goals. That's insane. I have to. And he's only going to... His experience will show. He could almost be a future captain as well. I don't know. Not if he gets too many cards. But okay, we just got to... give him what he wants. I know it always looks bad because you're offering them a lot of money, but their performances are so good. We'll take off qualifying for Champions League because we'll probably do that. Unused sub. We'll give him some extra money for that. We'll give him some more goal bonus because, he's not a guy that's going to score a lot. Anything else? Serie A. Where are we? Seasonal goal. Landmark bonus. We'll put 5 goals. He probably won't get that much, even though it's a small amount. Put 1 million there, just to put that a bit higher, And Hopefully we can drop the agent fees. Maybe I'll drop to... Maybe if we can get him just under 100, that might be worth it. Or realistic to accept. And 1 million, we'll drop to that. Well, even less, because I don't want to commit giving $1 million to a player and then their agent as well. We'll drop those a bit, and even the agent a bit less, or both on 500k. I don't think it'll be accepted, but anything else? Nah, can't really. Anything here I could put in? Maybe optional extension for a year as he gets a bit older. Yeah, see, the agent fee wants 1.5 million, and that's non-negotiable. So we'll take off the Champions League because, yeah, that's like free money almost, because you know for sure that will happen. Well, yeah, if we, because I really want to try and qualify for Champions League, you know. So maybe we'll try and lower to 90k and loyalty bonus, just 1 million. See if we can get this. Okay, I think I got that as low as I could potentially. Maybe a bit lower if we kept negotiating, but they already put 1.5 million. So that's paying 2.5 million to him initially. I'm not sure if that will go from the transfer budget, but I suppose we're going to find out. Okay, there's something decent here in terms of a result. Fiorentina and Napoli play out a 1-1 draw. So that's not too bad, especially Napoli side of things. So they don't win a game, obviously, to try and contend with us. And hopefully Inter, they drop points. Look at that, El Shaarawy, second most goals in the league. That begs the question, should we play more striker and rest? Yeah, but this is what I mean. If some of you think De Jong's not worth the money, sorry, I almost lost my voice there. But yeah, he's got the best average rating in the league. That's so interesting. Yeah, 2 of our players have got the top 2 average ratings. That's insane. Then you got Churchy with most assists. El Shaarawy equal most player of the match award. So De Jong, he deserves that money, doesn't he? On face value, most definitely. And we've got this guy. Oh yeah, players are going to be running out their contracts now. He ends his contract in an interesting time for Shakhtar. But yeah, this is another centre back. Like Mexes is running out of his contract. He could be a replacement for Mexes. Really, and we're selling Zapata. So there's 2 guys. He can come in next season to obviously replace those, and he can significantly, I should say, try and say that word. Oh my god, significantly improve in the future. That's crazy, because he's 23. You wouldn't expect he would, but wow, he's got a good average rating for Shakhtar. So you'd think it'd be plausible, wouldn't it, to go in to sign him for only 10k as well? And you think about that, let Mexes go, who's on 100k. That's a 90k differential. Wow. I'll put a yearly wage rise, maybe 5%, try and lower that. A new sub. Goal bonus, because he is a centre-back. We'll put that 6.75k, and we'll leave the rest. And again, we'll put a goal bonus. You'll have to have a really good season to score more than 5 for a centre-back, but they can have those seasons, like, Phil Jones currently in my United save. But yeah, we'll give him that. Sign-on fees and agent fees will drop a bit lower, like that, and even, drop to 8k. Ooh, he wants that year at 10%. And if you think about it, then he'll be on an acceptable wage that, like, as he gets better, he'll be on a realistic wage for himself, I think. So that's not terrible. I just want to maybe just get on 100k for both, or lower the agent a bit, because I feel the agent, like, look how much, it's like 80k. Just for signing up a player on a new contract. Agents they must be rich. Wow. That's crazy. So we'll go 8k again. We'll try that. Hey, there we go. I reckon that's a good deal as well. What do you guys think about that? Sergei Krivstov, is that how you say his name? A guy who can significantly improve in the future. There you go. Significantly. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. Potentially a decent signing. So like I said on Lucas Silva, he is available. I'll go to report. Looks very good. Potentially be a star. So crazy that, Madrid would want to sell him after signing him for 10.5 million. So that's crazy. Is that Castilla? And he's played 1 game there. Played well. Obviously a lower division, but he's got great potential in him, and he's still a good player. Like, he's got a great long shot on him. Under 20 player he was for them, for Brazil, that is. So yeah, he's good defensively. He can take a long shot as well, decent passer. So, but the problem with him is we go to make an offer. Yeah, we have already signed 2 non-EU players this season, so he would join at the end of the season in Italy. So it's not like you can't sign them at all. You can make the signing. Say if I want to make a lot of young players, they just don't sign until the end of the season. Then they come through. So he's going to be the one at least on my radar, but he can't join right away, and he's probably he wouldn't be that fight for the Champions League. But if he's still translisted next season, we'll take that. I'll consider a signing. Rhodes, he'll cost a lot, but he would be cheaper than Destro. That's something to take into consideration. He doesn't increase a lot more being 24, but he's a good finisher. I know for a fact he can score goals in Football Manager, advance forward. He could smash goals in for us, so I'm going to say leave your thoughts, but I'm going to try and make some deals in this video, man. Lucas Leiva, 6 million. See, he'll be maybe even, what was Silver again? 7.75. And then you got Lucas Leiva, a proven guy, but that's, maybe if we sell Montari, we could potentially do that. Like, who's our defensive midfielders right now? Even SEN as well, we could maybe let go of SEN. And that, I know it's not much, value, but it's money. They're, relieving, the wages especially. Oh, it's a big... I think I'm going to do that. I've got to make my choices. I've got to rebuild the squad here. We'll just offer for 100k. And we'll put in transfer list not needed. There we go. And Montari, he's going down. I don't like going down in training. He scored one nice goal, but that was it really. And then he's got a red card. Not good enough for my liking. Not needed. Asking price will go maybe just under his value, 1.5 million. Not needed. Relieve some more wages. Transfer list him there. We transfer listed SEN, yeah. Yeah, he's listed. Pezzini, we could maybe look for another striker there as well, because he's not looking that great in terms of his happiness. And you can't sell him for a lot as well. He's been here for a few seasons. Again, value for money is something you got to think about at the same time. De Jong, I don't want to sell De Jong though. That's a situation we got to think about. And I suppose he could maybe play that centre mid support. He'll be okay. But yeah, it's just some options we're thinking about now. And Abate, I offered him, didn't I? Yeah, no offers for Abate. It says there, okay. Ramirez available for 10 million. And also Savic for Barcelona. He's 6 million. They've transfer listed him. He's really good this year in Football Manager, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. He's the one I'm thinking about. They signed him for 5.5 million. Yes. And transfer listed him. Because he couldn't find his way into the team. Because he got too many players, Barcelona, once again. So I'm going to just declare my interest in him. Most definitely, because that's cheap for him. He's a good defender in the game, but you got to think, our defenders, maybe do we try and sell someone else like a Paletta who's unhappy? I reckon I'm going to try that, because I don't see, Savic would be a better option than Paletta, most definitely. So changes at a mass here. Wow, we'll go 3 million, because how old is he? He's like 28. So he's not like a really old player you just want to get rid of. He's 28. You could sell him around his value. So there we go. Man, so many even Alex as well. But yeah, he's not worth selling. I feel. I know a couple of others I have. 625k? He hasn't played enough though this season to really make a good judgment, you know. You'd rather maybe sell off guys like a Bonera who hasn't played at all. Should I just go mass here with transfer listing? I think I could. I'll put 60k and then Zaccardo as well, yeah. Let's just go on a mass here. Not needed. And asking price 100k. If we get 100k, that's not terrible for a guy we're going to let go. And see, Alex is the same. No, not Alex, sorry. Mexes. Oh, but I'm not going to do this to Mexes because he's been good for us. He's been important. So I'll happily let him go at the end of the season because I feel he's played his part. Unless he does super amazing and he kills it for the rest of the season, we have to offer him a new contract. Those we're going to offer right now to bring in some money. And then we could go savage. Like, bang, we could just sign him right now because he's listed, yeah? Abate, do we transfer list him? But look, he's actually gone directly up on agility. He's had a good season, but he doesn't want to play for us beyond this season. He wants to play Champions League. And his contract is running out, so he may accept a contract, like approach to sign from one of those in January. So we've got to really take the bait. Maybe go down to 2 million. Because, when you're around the 1 millions, it's not like you can get an amazing replacement. But, wow, Muru, see, they reject his bid. I'll just say I'm interested in Savic. I could tempt Barcelona maybe below than they're wanting to offer. What if I put like 2.5 million and then maybe I put a minimum league goals in there? Maybe something like a 20, which you think a centre-back won't get over his career. Or maybe very late in it at least. And we'll put that 5 million. Maybe put that 2 million. Well, why would it be end of season? Is he a non-EU player? Where is he from? He's from Montenegro. They go down as a non-EU. They're in European Championship. Huh? There may be something, in those rules there. But that's weird, isn't it? I know, well, you go somewhere to see the list of the teams, don't you? You go rules. Non-EU. You can't click on it. I remember seeing it once. But I'm not sure, I'm not sure where it is to check who are the non-EU teams. But that's weird, isn't it? Montenegro they're playing in the European Championship, but they're not, that's what it stands for, yeah? European EU. That's what I thought. That's weird, isn't it? Does he have any other nationalities? Okay, he doesn't. For me, that's weird, though. So I might have to hold off. Oh, that's so bad. That'll be an amazing signing. Come on. Yeah, so if he just goes to someone else, like I don't know, just click on someone like Jacobis from Argentina. So that makes sense. I understand that. Maybe someone from Cem Karacan. He's from Turkey. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll accept that. And a French guy in Dabo? Transfer offer? Okay. Maybe it's just something with Montenegro and maybe a couple of European countries. I'm not really sure what's the deal. But this is probably why I haven't done Serie A saves too regularly, I suppose, in the past, because I'm restricted with signings and I don't like that. I know it's realistic how it is in real life. That's why I just prefer to play in the Premier League. Because you can't get the best players available to you when you want them at the very least. Okay, lads, everything is happening now. We've got a 100k offer for SEN. We're going to accept that from Panathinaikos, and you can kind of see, the quality of team there that he would probably suit to. Panathinaikos, and we're AC Milan. We want to be a bit better than that kind of level. Paletta, there's a straight offer for 3 million from Dynamo Kiev again. You can see the quality, I'll just say, not in the first team plans, and we'll direct the Lazio offer, even though we thought, maybe to a league, same team in our league, for a player that I don't think is good enough, is another option, but I just want to get as much money as I can, so we'll reject that. Benera as well, we'll accept all of those offers. Not heaps of money, but he's a guy on 30k, it's relieving that kind of wage. Bonaventura, could he return for Italy? Definitely on recent form. How good was his last game, though? Look, last 2, 8 rating and 9. He's smashing those key passes. I just wish he can get a bit better rated, but he probably won't because he's 25. But if he's playing like that, the way he is, I'm content with that. So we're getting Christov. Maybe we don't need to sign Savic in the grand scheme of things because we're going to be signing Christov next season. He's going to join us for a free. about 95k we're going to pay just for like the agent fees, that kind of stuff, I imagine, is what it will be. But yeah, very minimal money for a guy that's going to come in and at least be as good as our other options. He's got a very good work rate. Well, maybe not as good as Rami. Alex still rated as our best, and he can play multiple positions, right back if needed, defensive midfield if you want to play a bit more defensive in a game. But very, very strong physically. Very fit player, very strong, good in the air. Looks like a really, really good type. Any preferred moves? Marks opponents tightly. Perfect. That just makes him a bit more defensively, I feel. So that's good. And signing him on a free, I think that's a really nice transfer. Especially with the centre-backs we're letting go of now. I reckon we're making some decent cash through that way. Let's see. What does he want? 41k per week. So that's till the end of the season. Like, I might as well, because then he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave then, so we kind of just have to deal with that. That's what I do, because I just want to get them out of there. Okay, I'll pay you until your contract ends, and then you're gone. Next season, we don't have to worry about you. We can start fresh, but you're gone for now, to free up wages a little bit, and bring in a little bit of money. Nothing drastic, a little bit of money. Also, Bonera, same situation. To the end of this season, we'll pay his contract a little, 14.25k. But again, it's another situation. He's not going to leave. If we don't accept that, and De Jong gets a reward for fine form. So that's really good. He's going to be so important for us. He's not just good, he's experienced. So going to be so crucial. 30 is like a perfect age. It's not too old yet. 30, 31. Yeah, definitely going to be good for us. So I'm happy with what has happened there. But we have a 20 million. We could like make a huge signing, surely. That's like a beast. Couldn't we? Like an amazing central midfielder that will replace, get SEN out of the, get Montari out of there, Poli as well, who's out of the team, and even Honda now. I'm going crazy on. I could look for maybe a really amazing central attack midfielder as well, because Honda, I know there's calls for me to sell him, so we're going to go with him as well. Let's just go bang. Asking price, maybe a little bit above his value as well. Maybe it could sneak 10 million if there's like a big interest from clubs, and we'll go 10 million. We'll offer the clubs for 10 million. Just going crazy. So centre attack and midfield, we've got Suso, but then you've got Bonaventura, who's doing really well there. So do we instantly need a player there? I'm not really sure. Maybe the centre midfield situation is what we more need. But for me, Montalivo, I don't want to sell him because he's the captain, and that could be very controversial. He's not even training right now. That could be a problem as well. We'll go central midfielder on support. I think we've got to at least give him a go for the rest of the season and see how he performs. But he seems to be injury prone, which is not good. But yeah, we're just going to have to see the response. So Bonera, yep, he's accepted. He's going to move, and Honda wants to discuss the future, so let's speak to him. That was always going to come. You don't fit in the tactical plans. I'm hardly in a position to argue otherwise, so I guess I have to accept that. Thank you, Honda. At least he accepts it, And is there any teams interested? There is. So we offered 10 million. If that comes in, man, we'll have some money to play with. Because Everton, they have decent money, I think. Benfica, who knows? I just thought about something. I told you just how it may not be realistic for English players to sign. You probably know what I'm going for here. Or maybe you don't. Ross Barkley swap deal. What do you think about that? We'll get a scout report and we'll just see. Yeah, they probably won't accept because he's kind of a high potential guy. Player exchange. Transfer listed player. We'll put Honda. It will probably just add so much more money. But suggest 70 million, which is so unrealistic. I hope they fix that because you used to be able to make swap deals, but now it's just crazily unrealistic. And again, Paletta, it seems like every single player wants money to move, but Paletta just 2.4k per week, so it's barely anything. But yeah, he's going to be moving. But that's some decent money though, not like the others. So that's a bit more worthy. 3 million coming in, and they'll add more to the transfer budget. How about that? What do we do? What position do we need most? I know I'm just so scared to commit to a player, because it's important. It's an important time, but I have to. Ramirez. How good is Ramirez, though, compared to these others? See, they're not like world-class superstars. Like, you want a guy that has potential to grow into that. So, again, we'll try and search that and see. Like, we can get a guy who's good, but we need better than that, you know? Like, who'll be a crazy signing. They'll get so much more better. We just need to see. And that will, like, make impact right away. That's all we need. Okay, who's the highest potentials we've got on our list? Romero, again, he is the same. He's Argentinian. It'll be the same situation. He can't join until next season. Come on. How about João Mario? Ooh, potential. Potential to be a leading player. Could be a bit unique, but doesn't really... they don't really want to sell him, so that could be a concern in terms of how much... Bruno Fernandes. I remember this guy. I did a... What do you call it? The best young players in the future video. And he was in one of them. And he was one of the highest valued. And he's only 2 million here. What's his report like? We'll make an inquiry. But usually when you're making quality for quality players, yeah, it's just... Or we can get Lucas Romero. But again, it's another situation. He's not... We can't get him. How about Moutinho? Oh, he will be good. It's a fee. It's a decent fee, but he's a good player. He's not... Okay, he's got nothing wrong with him in terms of giving away red cards and stuff and getting injured. That's perfect. Yes, he could do that. And he could play even centre attacking midfield if needed, but he's not really a goal scorer. He's always been a guy in Football Manager with amazing mentals. Even in the past, he used to have even better mentals, but he's still always been strong. He's a great passer. Remember in that loss against Fiorentina? That's what I said I wanted to get into the team. A guy with amazing passing. Bang, he's it. Yes, João Moutinho for Monaco. The only thing, you probably want decent wages because, Monaco's got some decent money. We'll just updated scout report, everything like that. But yeah, he's not completely overpriced. That's what I want to say. We can just go maybe initial fee of 8 million. We'll see how that goes down. Ooh. And they may be greedy. I feel teams with a lot of money, they already have a lot of money, but they're greedy as well. 10 million? Ooh. Maybe we'll just... And it'll be nice just to do the fee up front. Then you don't have to worry about additional fees, like paying them over 12 months, 48 months, 24 months, what have you. Suggest 11 million, and then they add some percentage of profit from next sale. Ideally, I want to keep him till he's old. Like to be experienced player as well for us. Minimum league goals, 1.1 million. Ideally, I don't want these clauses there. You know, after 10 internationals, who'll play internationally. I don't want these clauses there. I'd rather just maybe 11.5. We'll suggest. Ooh, let's put the offer in there and see what they come back with. He's the kind of player I want. How about Dennis Praet? So he's a young guy from Anderlecht with potential to be a star. But again, these guys are hard to sign. I'd rather sign someone like Moutinho who's going to come in and play well amazingly right away. I wouldn't want to go far as saying he's world class, but he's a really good player. Like, he used to be one of those go-to guys back... I don't know, maybe FM11, FM12, he was just a star, really. And you think he should be only better now playing for Monaco. He was amazingly rated when he was at FC Porto. So you think in a slightly better division, he should be even better rated. And he is. He's got amazing attributes. And you go to central midfielder on support, they're really strong. Like, that focus on the first touch, 18... Passing 18, of course, then you got the marking and tackling. It's not the best, but it's a support role. He's going to be getting forward, and maybe we'll change it to a more advanced or roaming playmaker, which will be focusing. But then his mentals, almost all of his high mentals are focused on that. So really, really good. Information, look at all these preferred moves. Gets into the opposition area, so he'll get forward. Plays 1-2s, dictates the tempo, looks for a pass rather attempting to score, and dwells on the ball. There's some okay ones there, but some really nice ones. And here, Al Sharawi, he's ready to cut inside. He's comfortable with cutting inside when running with the ball, so definitely that enhances his game even more when playing on the left wing. It's crazy. We're just making him into a better player, both with preferred moves and actually just his general developing. Mastor has had some nice progress, but I'm not sure if I need to give him... I think it's time for some match fitness for him in the under-20s. He'll definitely be good enough for that level, I think. But yeah, he definitely needs match fitness. And there we go. Some more negotiating going on. Yeah, I don't really care about that percentage of profit. That won't definitely happen. There won't be much profit about it. We might put league goals. Okay. I'm not going to put after league appearance. He's going to get that for sure. He may not get the 10 goals. Maybe if I put it up to 20, that might be a bit unachievable for him. And we'll go 12 million. Or maybe, why don't we just put that like lower and put that 8 million and put this higher there, like 5 million? Yeah? If he gets 20 league goals and playing centre mid and not the best finishing in the world, I don't think he'll ever get that. I don't think, and it's still at a level where they might think it's reachable, 20 goals. And we'll see if that goes through. Ooh, at least it's negotiated a bit more. At least it's negotiated. We'll go 9 million and go 5.5. We'll try go with that. Oh, it's acceptable. Because that, you don't know if it's going to happen or not, 20 goals. You think 20 is not so much. If it was a striker, you think he'll probably get it for sure. But it's Moutinho, who's scored no goals this season at all, no matter his country, any leagues, competitions they're playing in. And in real life, I'm not sure, I know it's in the game, but it's a bit different. He's only scored 26 goals for his whole career. And now he's 28 for us, and he's only got 9 finishing. And we'll always, I think we'll play him in that retreated kind of role purposely if I notice he's getting closer to that. But obviously, I wouldn't risk the team's performance just because of that. I'll still play him in a very good position. But I think that can be a bargain for Moutinho, for me personally. If not a world-class centre midfielder, he's real good. Yes, it's accepted. Well, see, this is what I mean. He's currently in discussions with Manchester United, so, we need to give him some good money. We'll take this off, though. He's a key player. Oh, my God. This is what I hate. They want so much money. The sign-on fees. That's the only downside with these big players. The original sign-on fees. Oh, see? How come we can't offer more? That's really frustrating. But what we can do, we can adjust the budget. Yes. To how much? 10 million, yeah? We can confirm that, and we should be able to offer him more, yeah? Yes. This is what we like. 110 sign-on fee. I still don't want the sign-on fee to be too high, We'll go down to 2.5 on both, which is still a hell of a lot, but he's an amazing player. Shows by the interest by United. Sell-on fee percentage, I guess, if that's going to make him happier. We'll take qualifying for Champions League off. Unused sub will make it high. And then goal bonus will make that super high, like 60k. Because I'm still with the belief he won't score heaps of goals. And again, goal bonus. If he scores 5 in a season, we'll give him 1.2 million, which I think that will still be a stretch for him. He may one season. Not really sure. But we gotta spend big to get the best, And even appearance fee, give him a bit more. Just so he decides to sign for us instead of United. Because that's always going to be a danger. Please accept. Okay, it does accept. Now, hopefully he just joins us instead of United. Gotta hope. But that really backs up the signing for me. I know it's good when, Manchester United have put an offer in. Yep, I know, that's going to be a good deal when teams like United want it. He's a world-class player. Or Manchester United wouldn't sign him. While just looking at Honda to offer him at clubs once again, or 2 clubs once again, Benfica, I was looking here for players potentially to swap. Then I saw Ola John. Again, he's a guy I remember. He doesn't look as good as he did previously. I think his mentals may have dropped, as he may not have been as good in real life. It was a better prospect maybe then when he moved to Benfica from FC Twente. His report from him, though, is to be a leading left winger. Because I was thinking, maybe to swap for Honda. But then I went to make an offer, 375k. If this was like FM13 or something, that would be a bargain. Like, he would never go for, they wouldn't have him transfer listed, that's for sure. But I don't think he is as rated as well. Leave your thoughts. Any fans of Benfica, maybe. How has he done last couple seasons? Well, you can almost just see off his history, not too well, but he's played well in the league. But that kind of price for a guy with potential, that crazy pace and crazy dribbling ability, pretty strong as well. For 375k, that's crazy. Like, I have to surely, that's a must. Bang. I may be a bit biased about it or something because I actually had him in a save in FM14, I think. I don't think it was on YouTube, but yeah, still in general, he was really well rated in those games. So maybe I'm still holding on to that a little bit, and I've got to realize how good he is in this game. But with that potential, for that kind of price, oh yeah, definitely. That's a bargain, but will he be as good as I hope? I'm not really sure. But again, Honda, is there anyone listed from Everton we could maybe, like I know, Ross Barkley, high potential. That maybe was a bit unrealistic. But look at all their injuries. Holy hell, I'm just surprised. Aruna Kone, would he be worth it? Probably not. Probably not, because you want to see, some impact, Is there anyone impact worth we could sign? Atsu is on loan from Chelsea. How about Aiden McGeady? Not really sure about him. Any defenders? Well, there's so many. There's not like enough options. All we can do is offer to clubs for 5.5 million, and hopefully something will come of it. See, there you go. The offer for Ola John, bang, accepted like that. For me, that's an amazing signing because it's not risk-worthy or anything like that. Really cheap fee. Of course, we pay the sign-on fees and everything like that. Wage rise will remove. Unused sub will make it a bit higher. I'm not sure if it'll be a first teamer or something, but goal bonus, just leave it that. Appearance fee, slightly higher. Wage, try and get him on maybe 17k, and he just has a backup. Maybe drop the sign-on fee a little bit. Not up, I said drop. There we go. Maybe drop it around 250k, then drop this one. Maybe to like 190? Suggest terms? Okay, he wants a bit more. We'll try and, again, drop that. And agent fee. Like, I don't want to be spending too much on that because he is a cheap signing by himself. Maybe yearly wage rise of, 10%. Okay, 17k. Okay, there's accepted. Finalize the deal. And what's the report from? It's, okay, decent judging ability, 18, and judging potential, 16. Obviously, we'll have to adapt coming to a new country, but he's not injury prone or anything like that. I feel his work ethic is low. It says, that could be a problem. But he's got talent, surely. See, he was touted as a good player for the Netherlands national team, surely playing those under-21 games. And he's still got, leading potential in the Serie A. I still think he can be okay, especially for that fee. For that fee, most definitely. And now Pizzini's unhappy. I could almost just tell him, I'll sell him now. I'll say, I'm just going to have to let you go in that case, and then he's going to be happy about it. So that's going to be alright. So, I'm not even sure how long this video is going, to be honest, but I think I may have to end it soon. And maybe as we get in January and players go and players join, all of that. Or maybe I'll try and offer him for about $1 million. Offer to clubs. Pizzini. And his set transfer status is going to be put on transfer listed, of course, and not needed. So we'll set that up. Okay, there's offers for Pizzini. They're all $1 million straight up, yeah? That's more than his value. That's a bargain for a guy. How old is he? For a guy that's, 30, selling him above his value. Other players, I've struggled to do that. Like Mentari and all of that. So, yeah. And again, you see the quality he's at. There's Ruben Kazan, CSKA Moscow, Torino in this division, and Ajax. You like to think we should be a bit better than those teams, so we accept those. And what's his... 63k wages. Not a bad amount to relieve. Carrick. Experienced central midfielder, defensive midfielder. We'll get a scout report. Interesting. Transfer targets, Anelka. A bit old for my liking. Claudio Jakob could be a very good defensive midfielder. But again, if we're having De Jong, probably don't need him. We'll just leave that right now. Our contracts, anyone, they're all guys who are looking to let go of, Abate, if we're not going to sell him, come on. 1.7 million. If that doesn't get accepted, we'll leave it. Because it says Roma doesn't even want him anymore. They don't show in the wanted team. So, how about Alessandro Mastali? Ooh, he's just, for a centre midfielder with 9 passing, for me, he's never going to be good enough. And with like average potential to be just, it says leading, but again, it's not enough for me. We've got other guys I've showed you before. And then youth contracts, again, no one really special enough. It's unfortunate that Christian Maldini isn't really as good as his father, because it would be a cool story. But unfortunately, he's just not good enough. Is he good in real life? I'm not really sure. Oh, Martinho, you cunt. Why are you going to United? If United weren't interested in him, he would join us and we'd have a world-class player. And 8 million, we would have signed him for that cheap. That's the fee. I think we put 9 or something, but then those clauses. No way. Then he's push. Why did Man United have to be interested in him? We would have had an amazing central midfielder. Fuck off, United, man. Oh. Well, just why did they... The Carrick, no way. He's not as good as him. And there's no offers for Honda. How low do I want to offer him? That's what I mean. I said, like, 5 million. Who will be able to get to replace him that doesn't want to go to another team? Alex is unhappy. Okay, I'll just sell you all right now because I'm pretty mad. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Who can we get? I'll just go for Yuri Tielemans. I know I signed him Man United, but right now I'm just mad and pissed off. He's potentially be world class. Okay, I have to settle down. I need to focus. What I really want here. Who is good? Okay, I've got to go value-wise. Come on. I've got to focus here. I've got to make the right decision. For the future of this series, just as YouTube. Because I'm sure you wouldn't want me to sign him again. Who's this Christensen guy? Actually from Fulham. Yeah, that's weird. He's got all these decent attributes and technique. 4. That's pretty weird. For a good midfielder, you'd think. Attacking. Clement Grenier from Lyon. See, he's that okay level. See, he's like Honda. He's like the same kind of player attribute-wise. How about Granit Xhaka? I think he's okay. But again, there's something about him just that's not world-class level, you know. It's really hard. Definitely going to have a big think about it. So here, I've just got some scout reports on some centre midfielders that could potentially join. First up, Jorginho from Napoli. He could improve significantly in the future, but unfortunately, he doesn't have any intention of joining. But you don't know if we get a bid accepted. Yeah, like I said, you don't really know. We could put in, where we go, 4 million, suggest. No, I don't think we'll ever be able to negotiate that much, even if we put 10 million. Yeah, that's never going to be negotiated. He's a key player. And Leon Goretzka, I know this guy does develop well. It says no intention of joining, but again, if you offer him a contract, you can work with that. I'm surprised he has no intention of joining, unless he doesn't want to play in Italy. That could be something, but he would prefer not to play in Italy. Okay, does he just want to stay in Germany forever? What's so bad about Italy? I don't get it. Has he actually said that in real life? But he's so amazing. Fee, 3 million. I think I did 5 million, but yeah, but still crazy. You put 10 million. Yeah, that's nowhere near, because it's his high potential. And then there's a couple as Bentaleb as well. Would he want to join though? See, he would want to join. He would be a potential to be a star. But it's going to be hard to get him for a cheap fee, you know. Because I thought, yeah, young player playing for Tottenham in real life could be alright. And then there's a couple of cheaper guys that may not be as good. There's like Brownhill. I know a cheaper guy that develops okay, but as a signing right away, probably not good enough. Physically, not good enough as well. And then you got Medran, who is at Madrid, but obviously at Castilla, the reserve team. He's got decent attributes, doesn't he? And he has room to develop into a decent player. He'll be really, really cheap signing, and he'll be a leading Serie A central midfielder in the future. Right now, he'll be leading for Serie B sides. So I'm not really sure. He's got the good attributes, passing, technique. He looks like a good type for me. Like, he'll be a cheap one. He would be a cheap one. Does he have a release clause? Okay, he has that, but they may still accept, like, if it's a decent fee, we'll just put 500k in there to start off negotiations. So, yeah, 1.1 million they'll negotiate to. We'll negotiate 750. Ooh, some clauses. Monthly installments, it's only 3.9k over 12 months, that's fine. After league appearances. I don't like per league appearances, to be honest, even though it's only 1k. Minimum league goals, 10, we'll have that. But they're all small fees. So that's fine. And then if you put that down to like 700k, it accepts. So again, he's not an amazingly talented player right now, but he's a guy, how long has he been at Madrid for? Oh yeah, a few seasons now. So they've definitely developed him. And he played, they must have got relegated Castilla, so that's not a good omen. But yeah, he did play in the league below the La Liga last season. For them. Not a lot, but he did play some games, and he does look to have some talent in him, doesn't he? He's got that good, first touch as well, which is 16, then 15 for passing, 15 for technique. He could develop into a likely type, and I think in my best young players in the future videos, I've seen him around at decent valued, so that kind of reminds me of him. And he's strong on both feet, so yeah, those kind of things make him better as a player slightly. Aside from his just attributes. And his last name is actually Just looking at that. I keep saying it, so I'll stop. But yeah, he's natural centre midfielder, strong on both feet. That is very important. So that could be a nice little cheap signing to go along with Ola John as well. But Bentaleb could be big signing. That's the difference. And I reckon Honda's worth keeping now. Like, we're not going to get a huge amount for him. So, like, we're not going to get someone that's as experienced and as good. Like, he's been good this season. I can't doubt that, yeah? He hasn't done badly. I'm almost pressured into selling him because a couple of people said I should, but he hasn't done badly. No, I don't have to, do I? We'll just put him on rotation, take off the asking price, and not transfer listed. He's not worthy of selling. It was just my opinion of him initially. But, yeah, we're still going to have a lot of... Wait, where did our transfer budget go? Oh, yeah, we swapped it for the Matinho pointless thing that never eventuated. So, we can push it up to, maybe 19 million. So, leave the wage budget. Oh, yeah, we can see players running out their contract. Oh, my God, I can go forever with this. I'm probably going to have to end this episode soon. But there's so much stuff going on. We'll just take this off right now. And we'll just go in general, contract status. So we'll go expiring in 6 months. And there we go. You can see, well, yeah, there's the options. Is there any central mid? There's Carrick. Like, who's William Mendieta? Nah, he's not that good. How about Stefane Mbia? We could use another centre back. What is he worth right now? Okay, nothing. Could we sign him or something? Because he could be okay. We need a guy to... How many centre backs do we have? Like, if Paletta's going to leave, Bonera, Zaccardo, we've got Mexes, Alex, Bacchetti, and Rami. I guess that could be enough. And Mentari still, we're relying on for Hull to make an offer, which doesn't seem likely. I'll go to 900k. I wouldn't want to go lower than that. But yes. We'll just continue to next game. Maybe we'll just wait till all players sign and stuff like that. Medran accepted. That's cool. Maybe we'll give him chances as well after 15 games. No, but I reckon we're going to play him. I think we're going to play him a lot. Yearly wage rise, we'll just do like 5%. A new sub, we'll put that on. Goal bonus, put like 5.5k. Anything else? international cap. He'll have to develop into an amazing player to get that level for Spain. And landmark bonus, if he gets 5 goals, we'll give him something a bit healthy there. Give him 10k. Drop the sign-on fee to 100k. Ooh, he really wants that yearly. Okay. Now we'll drop that, and then we'll just leave the wage at maybe 9.5. Maybe drop the sign-on fee up to 100k. Oh, we're negotiating hard here for just a hot prospect type. Nah, I just don't want to commit to that. Yearly wage rise, I'll give you 10%. I'll give you that. Maybe put the agent fee a bit higher. He'll just want him to accept it. And 9k. Come on. Maybe give him a bit more sign-on fee. Ugh. Nah, I don't want to risk. I'm not going to risk. I'm just going to give him what he wants. I'll succumb because this guy could be a talent. I have a really good feeling about him. Which basically means I saw in a best young player in the future video that I'm doing for centre midfielders that he's one of the highest valued. That's what it basically means. That he's going to develop into a good player in the future. And yeah, he's had a good season as well. You've got to take that into account. Of course, again, it's a lower level, but he's on good form. We're signing a hot prospect who's on form right now, scoring goals and assisting. So you've got to keep that in mind. And yes, it is accepted, again, for a really, really cheap fee. What's that? 800k? That's insane. For a guy that could potentially be, I wouldn't say one of the best central midfielders in the world, but he'll be first team for hopefully a Champions League level team. That's what I'll be hoping for. And don't forget, the signing of Ola John is going to go through. Again, I'm not sure how amazing he's going to be in terms of a signing for us, first team, impact, all of that. He's got a small injury for a gashed head, but he'll be right. I still think he'd be a talent. Mentally needs to be worked on, but sometimes that just improves with experience. But its starting point, it's pretty low for mine. But he's a quick player with crossing ability. I think it was, if I said dribbling before, apologies for that, but his dribbling is still good. But he's a good crosser, so he can get balls in. And yes, he could maybe allow Al Sharawi to play as a striker more if Destro is not banging them in. But yeah, he looks like an alright signing. So lads, definitely entering January now, I will be able to make loan signings. And I do think Lucas Leiva will be a good signing for us for a loan. Really no harm in the loan. We do have to pay his wages most likely. 40% you can see there. We'll put a future fee of 5 million. Just test them below their asking price of 6 and we'll see if that gets accepted. Nah, they're committed to that. Maybe 5.5? Okay, there we go. We could potentially sign him for 5.5 million, which I think would be a bargain. He's been at Liverpool, a top Premier League team. It's hard to say Liverpool, top 4, top 6. Over that time, however you want to regard them, he's still a quality player, and to get on loan 40% of his wages for the rest of this season, then could potentially sign him at 5.5. That would be neat, I reckon. And you look at transfer budget right now, that's basically the 2 players we can sign. We can sign Lucas Leiva, 5.5 million, and then also a main striker, Destro. He's like 11.2. Isn't it? 11.2. So it just depends on when and if they prove enough. Destro, you think he has done well over the course, but for me, some games he hasn't stepped up. But he's scored and created goals, so you got to look at it both ways. Still, like every episode, I love to see your feedback because then I can analyze it a bit more from different people's opinions. But I will have to leave this here. This will most likely be a long episode, and still leave your suggestions for signings if you just think Lucas Leiva will just be good for a loan for the rest of the season, and then I can spend the money elsewhere on maybe a really big player for 20 million. So who knows? But then I wouldn't get Destro on as a permanent player as well. It's still to be decided, and maybe we'll get another couple loans. I don't really know. I could just give you a quick suggestion, players that are available for loan, and we can see really some options, because loans could help us qualify for Champions League. So sorry, not positions. We'll go transfer listed. Or transfer status. It originally goes like even Ramirez as well. Jordan Rhodes. But who's listed for loan? See, Rhodes is not listed for loan. James Wilson. How is he looking? Well, it looks pretty good. He's a bit better from the start, isn't he, now? Because obviously I'm playing a bit later with transfer updates and whatnot. A loan signing may not be terrible. He's got probably higher potential here as well. So a loan signing wouldn't be terrible, would it? I'm not sure. Again, I'd love to see your feedback. Who will be the best options here? Valencia may not hurt to get a loan. Mario Suarez from Atletico Madrid. I'll get a scout report, just sneaky little scout report on him. Leandro Bacuna, probably not good enough for mine. I never even liked him in times I've managed Aston Villa. And I reckon that's pretty much it in terms of players that are good enough. So maybe if there's a player if we go take off realistic transfers, who wasn't there? Who's it? Rafinha from Barcelona? Like, what? Like, who else would he go to? Why wouldn't he want to come? Oh, I know why. We'll go, realistic regular loans? Or realistic fee-paying loans. And then he should be there, shouldn't he? I don't know why he wouldn't be interested in a loan to come to us, Take realistic regular loans off. He's still listed for loan. We'll take that. And unless Barcelona don't want him to come on a loan, he'd be a neat player. He can play all those attacking positions. He'd be all right. But yeah. Loan offer. 50%. Monthly fee. You're going to have to put that in because he's a quality player. Maybe put a future fee to be a bit sneaky, but it will have to be a lot. You put 10 million, that probably won't even be accepted, would it? Yeah, you put like 40. Maybe our maximum, 20 million, suggest terms. Yeah, that won't even be accepted. They want that 43. So we'll offer that, yeah? We've got a report on him. Or maybe we'll at least wait for the report and judge it. But he is a good player. Jordan Ibe as well. Probably not as good. But I think that's it in terms of the quality player. So I'll leave it there. You see anyone else that springs to your attention? Wait a second. Jimenez? Centre back, he's good. We'll get a scout. I'll just get scout reports on these guys. Extra defender, backup. Duvan Zapata, how about striker from Napoli? They haven't really used him too much. Is he transfer listed or anything? No, he's just backup. Could be cheap. So I'm just getting a few scout reports on these guys. So even Pizzi from Benfica, he's all right, isn't he? He's actually a centre midfielder. I think he used to play wider. He can still play there, obviously. He could be cheap. That fee, though, he's 25, a good age. Could increase a little bit more. But, yeah, well-rounded attributes. He's got flair about him, but obviously hasn't dominated. So, yeah, they're just initially a few guys to leave your thoughts on for loans. How long Jesse Rodriguez injured? 3 to 7 days. So that's a short period of time as well. So we get scout reports. So, yeah. Like I said, anyone else spring to your attention there, I'll just go down a little bit if anyone. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. Drop a like. If you want to see some more videos like this in the future, especially in this league, because there'll always be this time in the year when there's going to be a big break. You just play the one game, then there's about 3 or 4 weeks break until you play the next game. Then I can do a big transfer episode. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.